Hey, what up, YouTube? Back with the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, a Knicks fan, and yes, the Knicks did it. We broke that 3-game losing streak, beating the Cavs 102-81. The Cavs came into the game number 2 in steals. Not only they number 2 in steals, they led the league in points on turnovers. So the Knicks really had to take care of the ball tonight. Actually, they finished the game with 14 turnovers. But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? The Cavs had 13 turnovers, so it was basically going back and forth. But in the beginning of the first quarter, the Knicks, they looked like they was going to give this game away. Just to be honest, if you watch the game, it did look like the Knicks was about to give this game away. But Quickley and Rivers came in the first quarter, and it wasn't exciting, but they did their thing, and we took the lead into the second quarter. What can I say? Let me see. Let me look at something here. Forgive me for me. Let me just look at something right here. As I said, the Cavs was, number 2 in turnovers, taking away the ball away from their opponents. And the Knicks, they like to turn the ball over a lot. So we had to keep the turnover to a minimum. As I just said before, we only have 14 turnovers. The Cavs had 13 turnovers. So it was a close game in the first quarter and the second quarter. But like I said, Rivers and Quickley came out. They gave us that little bit of punch that made us take the lead into the second quarter. The Knicks was doing their thing for a second, but it was still a back and forth game in the second quarter. This just was moving back and forth. Not until late into the third quarter, the Knicks made a move. But before that, the Knicks didn't score like almost 8 minutes into the first quarter. So that's what really made me nervous, because of the way they was moving the ball in the first quarter. And I'm going to get into it. Everybody want to know, but Quigley had a spectacular night. I'm going to save it down the line, but he got in the first quarter, him and Austin Rivers, as I said before, and they kind of, kept us right there. You know what I'm saying? They kept us right there, and the other players, they went along, they did their things, but Quigley and RJ Barrett was the man tonight. But I'll get down to them too. I always tell you RJ Barrett's going to be a superstar, and he's proven me right every other night, just by the way he's playing. Even when the Knicks lose, and even like the other night, I think he only scored 8 points, but he still was active. He was still trying to do things, you know what I'm saying? But it was a loss. And like I said, if he had scored at least 15 points, we would have won that game. But still, he had an off night. For the season right now, he's averaging at least 19 points per game. Well, at least in the last 8 games, he's averaging 19 points. And that's good for a sophomore, you know what I'm saying? So we're getting to RJ Barrett, but let's talk about the game. Let's get into what the Cavs did and what they didn't do. Early in the first quarter, the Knicks had 4 turnovers. When the first 6 minutes of the game, I got a little nervous, I'm being honest with you. But like I said, Quigley and Rivers came to give us that spark. Saxon, he came into the game averaging 25 points. And at one point, he looked like he was going to try to take over the game, but the Knicks defense, like I said in my last video, and I'm going to say it again in this video, the Knicks are ranked number 1 in defense. And even when we have bad games and the games we do lose, they do show that we are number 1 in defense. It's just our offense is not keeping up with our defense. We have to do better on offense. I've been hearing rumors about the Knicks about the trade for Derrick Rose. I don't know if that's a good look, but if we do trade for Derrick Rose, I hope it's Kevin Knox. Because once again, Kevin Knox he ain't had no points. I'm going to be honest. Let me check it. Before I even say that, let me just check it out, because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he had no points. I'm going to be honest. Yep. In 8 minutes, Kevin Knox had 0 points. And when you watch his game, sometimes he looked lost on defense and on offense. Before I was saying that the players had to get Kevin Knox the ball, but Kevin Knox had to put himself in a position that when he get the ball, he's going to score, and he's just basically on the court looking lost. So I don't know. If we do trade for Rose, I hope we package Kevin Knox and maybe a second-round pick. I mean, Derrick Rose is an old player, but he still have much more in him than Kevin Knox do. I don't mean to be so critical of Kevin Knox, but his last few games, he really shown us nothing. He's degressing, not progressing, so I don't know what we're going to do there. But getting back to the game, like I said, let's talk about Saxon. Saxon, like I said, he averaged 25 points. The Knicks held him down to 17 points in 35 minutes, 5 assists. I mean, he was trying to do his thing, but like I said, the Knicks have the number one defense, and I don't know, the Cavs was wasn't making shots. They was missing dunks. They was just missing, and like I said, I contributed to the Knicks defense, but sometimes you just get lucky, and the Cavs came in. I think the Cavs are ranked they ranked number 7. The Knicks is number 8 now, where we've been, and we right in that position. So I don't know, what I'm saying? We got to do better. I hope in the next 2-3 games we come out with wins, push our rankings up in the standings, because the East is kind of packed tight. The whole league is kind of packed tight. It's like if one team get on a 2 or 3 game win streak, they can be in 3rd or 4th position and ranking in the East. So that's how it is right now. But I'm not complaining. I'm being honest. I'm not complaining. Yeah. Like I'm saying, Drummond, the last game you seen, we played the Cavs. Drummond basically had his way with our centers. But this night, we held him down to 4 points. He did have 15 rebounds. So, it ain't like he wasn't doing nothing. But offensively, we did our thing. Like I said, the Cavs was missing shots. But it was more to the Knicks defense. And, just getting after the players. Contesting every shot that they could. I mean, the refs was letting them play. A few plays I thought the refs could have called even against the Knicks or even against the Cavs, but they was letting them play. So, I don't know. Maybe they're getting back to the 1980s, a little rough and tumble. Who knows? But like I said, he scored 4 points and 15 rebounds, 2 assists in 24 minutes. They actually had got their starting crew back. Everybody's back except for Kevin Love. He'd been out basically the whole season. Garland was back, and Garland came in. He had a decent game. He scored 24 points, 3 rebounds, but he's supposed to be a point guard / shooting guard. Him and Saxon got to do better, but he only had 1 assist in 29 minutes. I'm not going to complain, but that's the other team. As long as we doing our thing on the other team and we get a win, hey, I don't care what the other player do. If you're on my team, I want you to succeed. If you're not, keep putting up them numbers. I mean, 24 points is good, but 1 assist when you're supposed to be a point guard, you're not getting nobody involved. As I said, they was missing. What's this guy they just traded from the Nets? I don't know why I should have wrote his name down, but I do know his name because I'm a net basher, even though I'm from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Brooklyn Nets fan. I'm a New York Knicks fan. I roll with the Knicks. I mean, if the Nets was to make the playoffs, I would have to roll with them because they're in New York. It's just like if the Giants make the playoffs, I roll with them because I'm a Jet fan. I was reluctant to roll with Buffalo, even though they're a New York team. I just don't like Buffalo. I'm going to be honest with you. But let's get back to basketball. Julius Randle, he started off slow. He didn't really have a good night, but I'm really thinking it's coming for fatigue. But because he played 35 minutes, but he had 16 points, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, that's still good, you know what I'm saying, because he is our leading scorer. Basically, our leading assist guy. He do it basically all right now other than rebounding. Yeah, but he had an off night. So, it's just, I'll take it because lately he's been giving us all. Like I said in a couple of videos ago before that, I thought Randle was a selfish player, but Randle came out this season to show to be a really different player. Like I said, if the Knicks make the playoff, they got to give Randolph the MVP. They got to give him. I don't care if we make the 8th seed playoff. They got to give Randolph the MVP. Either him or R.J. Barrett, because R.J. Barrett is playing very well but I don't think they'll give it to a sophomore. So if we make the playoff, they got to give Randle the goddamn MVP. That's just my feeling. Like I said, it's the Knicks cave, and this is just an opinion show, and it's my opinion, so that's my opinion. Let's get, like I said, Kevin Knox, 8 0 points, 8 wins. I'm just going to skip past them stats. I already got into him. I don't know. I wish they had open practice so I can just come and say something to the man. But R.J. Barrett, like I said before, he's going to be a superstar, and he keep proving me right, even in the games that we lose. But tonight we won, so that's even better. He scored 24 points. He had 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 assists. Let me get Bo back. He had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals, 2 turnovers in 40 minutes. Like I said, I'll take two turnovers from anybody, you know what I'm saying? Because when you run up and down in court and you trying to get everybody involved and yourself, you make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? If you can be in the league for 15 years, you still going to have at least 2 turnovers a game, and some veterans average 1 turnover a game. So 2 turnovers, you can't knock him. But he had a really good game. As I said, you know, he's really, like, his free throws is coming along and he's shooting his threes. Yo, everything is falling with his 3-pointers. You know what I'm saying? He's improved. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how they snub him this year. I want to see how they snub R.J. Barrett this year. That's all I want to see. How they going to snub him this year. But let's get to the man of the hour, and that is Immanuel Quickley. And as I call him, Isaiah Thomas 2.0. Quickley finished the game with 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 from 8 shooting from downtown in 25 minutes. Now, he had 25 points in 25 minutes. So that's basically a point per minute. And he's not starting. I'm not even going to talk about what Elfrid Payton had. I'm not even going to get into Elfrid Payton's stats, but you can look it up. Because sometimes even he had a good stretch where he played 4 or 5 games decently, but even in them games, his assist numbers low. He had 1 assist this game just to top it off. I'm not even going to get into points because it's disgusting. Well, at least he scored more than Kevin Knox, but it's still just disgusting for him to be our starting point guard and doing what he do. I mean, his defense is okay and probably one of the reasons why we're #1 in defense, but still, he's our starting point guard. He got to get our players in better position to score. You can't be starting the game and only having one assist. I don't care how you end the game. And as I said, as you see, Quickley may not be starting the games, but he's ending the games. With a couple of mistakes other than the last 2 games, Payton was in. I don't know, Quickley was a little overwhelmed, maybe frustrating that he's losing time to such a inferior player to him, because Quickley, I don't know, is a very good player. The scouts didn't have him rated as a point guard. They labeled him as a shooting guard. But who he played in Kentucky, he had 2 other point guards in front of him, Haggins, and Maxey, Tyrese Maxey. So basically, he was like a spot-up jump shooter. Them 2 guys would basically felicitate the ball, bring it up the court, and Quickley would go in the corner or whatever. But he still had that floater in college, but he was more of a spot-up shooter. I think shooting 39%, taking a spot-up jump shots. But that's still a number which he was hitting on a good basis. So, like I said, they asked, is Quickley our starting point guard in the future? I said it in 2, 3 videos ago. Matter of fact, at the beginning of the season, we found our starting point guard. Nobody wanted to believe me. When I went on other people's channels and I would make this comment, I would get a strong argument saying why he wasn't and who we needed. And as the season goes along, I'm hearing and seeing them same people calling out Quickley as if he was a savior. Not Jesus Christ, but a savior of basketball of the New York Knicks. But like I said, he's a very good point guard / shooting guard, because he does have a tendency to shoot when he should pass. But at the same time, it's who Thibodeau put on the floor with him. I really like when he put the starters with him, because when he put the starters with him, Randall, I don't know why I have a habit of saying Randolph when I know it's Julius Randle. Randall, Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, and now they're starting my man Alec Burks. But when he put him, when he's on the floor with them guys, he really do well, because the team had to respect that the starters on the floor, and they open up the court more for him. And when they open the court for him, it actually opened the court for everybody, because when he get open, if his man ain't there, the other defender that they try to rush, if they leave their man, he passes it off, boom. But Quickley is the man, and he had one play where he just totally faked the whole defense out. And who's this guy? Okor. Everybody wanted the Knicks to take. He had him going this way, and he went that way. And I ain't gonna lie, Okor did the same thing to R.J. Barrett. And I was like, yo, R.J. Barrett, you've been in the league 2 years. You shouldn't have fell for that okie doke move. But Quickley caught everybody. Everybody went this way. He went around, came, but Jarrett. That's his name, Jarrett. Jarrett came over, tried to stop him, got the foul. But the way the play was designed, I have to give it to Tibbs. It was a well-designed play. Even if he didn't have the lane to go to the basket, he had either a screen pass to R.J. Barrett or Randall at the top of the court for the three. I don't know if Randall would have took the three, but that was the dynamics of the play, where Randall was positioned here, Barrett was there, which forced I forgot the dude's name already, Jab, to come up and play. But by that little bit of spacing, quickly got that move. He came, got a dunk. Not only got a dunk, he got a foul on the play, which was excellent. He almost had a three-point play, but after the coach Cavaliers, he challenged it, that's my only knock. I know I call Thibodeau a super coach. My only knock on him is that he doesn't challenge plays enough. He challenged him every now and then, but not enough. And that's my only knock on him. The guy challenged the play, and he stopped a 4-point play. Quickley was already at the line ready to shoot. I was already ready to clap and everything, but hey, it is what it is. But like I said, Quickley should be starting. Not only should he be starting, Quickley is one of 6 rookies that's averaging double figures. And to top that off, he's playing less minutes than them other 5 rookies. So this is what I meant about my last video when I said the Knicks should rock with Quickley for 1 or 2 years and see what they got. But we seen what we have right now. Quickley is doing his thing. Quickley should be starting. But when they interviewed Super Coach Tibbs last night and I was listening to him, I kind of got a sense of what he's doing, because the Knicks get stagnant sometimes. And we do need that spark off the bench. We do need that spark off the bench. So I see Quickley getting 6th Man of the Year award, and not only that, he should be getting Rookie of the Award. Because I'm being honest with you, because like I said, out of all the 6 rookies that's averaging double figures, all them rookies are playing more minutes than Quickley. You know what I'm saying? He's coming out, he's basically getting scrapped. You know what I'm saying? But he's still averaging double figures. He's our rookie. Nobody thought, you know what I'm saying? They have him going, the scouts have Quickley going in the late 2nd round. I'm just gonna, I'm forgetting to tell y'all, don't forget to hit that subscribe, like, comment, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people on my Facebook channel too, you know what I'm saying? Y'all watch the video, but y'all don't hit subscribe. So hit that subscribe button, do me that favor. I'm gonna be getting out of here, but out here soon, but I'm just gonna say one more thing about Quickley. He is New York Knicks starting point guard of the future. That's all I got to say. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I said, this is opinion channel. This is an opinion channel, and this is my opinion from a New York lover, from the Knicks lover. Let's go Knicks, and I'm telling you, watch Quickley, watch the Knicks, and see what you're missing. The Knicks is doing their thing this year. I know our record is only, like I said, we're at number 8. We're 9-11, but that's way better than what we was last year. So I'm hyped. I'm still hyped for the season. I still think we're going to make the playoffs, as I said, because we're looking very good. Like, we have two good rookies. I mean, Obi Toppin is not scoring like in high number as Quickley is, but he moves around the court. He puts himself in position, but he just don't get the ball. I'm not gonna lie, I was very frustrated because he was open like 3 or 4 times where he had super dunks and they didn't get him the ball. But it is what it is, so that's just what it is. So I'm gonna end this video with stay healthy, God bless, and peace. Let's go Knicks. Until next time, keep watching.